Hello, this is Simon Ward and I am at the Training Peaks Endurance Coaching Summit in Boulder, Colorado. This is a fantastic place to be and there are some seriously bright people here, including this lady here, Kathy Zawadski, who is an expert at working with masters triathletes. Okay, so masters triathletes are people probably over the age of 40, people like myself, going right up to guys that are in the 70s, but you actually work with a guy he's a cyclist, but he's over 100?
81 is my oldest, but there
okay.
is a cyclist that is 100 out there.
Okay, so what I really wanted to do was just get Kathy's top 5 tips. If you're a masters athlete and you're watching this, then you should be listening now. If you're under the age of 35 or 40, you don't want to turn off because at some time you're going to reach this stage, so it might be useful sometime down the road. So Kathy, when you're working with masters athletes, what are the real 5 key things that they need to be thinking about with their training and performance and recovery?
The first thing I always tell them is to be realistic with training time and their race schedule. So a lot of times people are like, oh, I have 10 hours a week to train or 15 hours a week to train, but they forget that they have to get the bike out, that they have to put their kit on, that they have to go. So really need to be realistic about how much training time they have.
Well, and of course that training time is something they need to be able to hit consistently, because we've all been able to do 15 hours once, but putting together 10 weeks of 15 hours is a different prospect. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and being real, that's one of my other points, is to be realistic with the training plan.
Okay.
So life happens.
Yeah.
I always say for my athletes, I write out the training plan in Kathy's ideal world, and then life rears its ugly head and it has to be adjustable.
Yeah.
So you have to be flexible. Work came up, kids got sick, soccer game, whatever it is.
Yeah.
So then you have to make those adjustments and realize that you're still going to get faster, it's still going to work, but it's not in the original manner.
So is that to be realistic then?
That is to be realistic. Be flexible.
So be realistic,
be flexible.
Okay, so number 3?
Don't be afraid of high intensity. So that was a big part of my talk. Don't just go out and ride easy or run at the same pace all the time. So you need to bring it up. You got to get out of the comfort zone.
So that's important, because I think a lot of people are afraid of high intensity because they think that that's what's going to injure them.
No. So if you do it correctly, you don't go out and do mile repeats right off the bat. So you're going to start with shorter time durations, maybe a minute, maybe 2 minutes, and then back off, fully recovery, then go again.
Even with running, fine with running high intensity.
Yeah. But keep it short.
Okay.
So, and then on the bike you can start 1, 2 and go all the way up to 5, 6, 7 minutes.
If you were doing high intensity, would you maybe have them on a slight incline so the velocity is not the same?
For running?
Yeah.
The only problem with that is you can get some Achilles issues and things like that.
Okay.
So the shorter the better to start, and then just increase stride rate.
Okay. And I guess, of course, if you've been in this sport or in endurance sport for a long time, you've got a good base of endurance, because it's not like Men in Black where you wear a pair of glasses at the end of every season and they wipe out your endurance, is it?
Exactly.
You've got that base of 10 or 15 years, so you don't need to revisit that as much as you did in the early years.
Correctly, as much.
Yeah.
So you still need a little bit, but you can replace some of that base training with the intensity.
Okay, I like that then. So realistic, flexible, high intensity.
And then along with the high intensity comes the recovery.
More recovery.
So more recovery. So
Yeah.
the higher the intensity, the more time you need to recover or let your body adapt.
Now that's the same for everybody, but as you get older, you just need longer for recovery.
You need more time, right?
Okay.
So within that workout, so if you're doing 1 minute, you might need 2 minutes of recovery, whereas when you were in your 30s, you could do 1 minute hard and come back after a minute of recovery.
And I think yesterday you said in your presentation that a really important thing when you were doing the high intensity is the quality of the workout. So
Yes.
don't be afraid to extend the recoveries. If your quality's fading, then you need to extend the recoveries to keep the quality up. Yeah?
Exactly. Yep. Because it's all about the quality of work. If you're going to run fast, you got to run fast. If you're going to bike hard, you got to bike hard.
Perfect. Right. So the last one.
Last one is hydration, because as we get older, unfortunately, we're not as efficient as cooling ourselves. So if you're even a little bit of heat, humidity, whatever, you need more hydration to help your body keep cool and stay cool, especially the longer the event.
Okay.
You're a little less efficient at that cooling.
So let's see what, hopefully my memory is still good. So we had be realistic with your time, we had be flexible because of life events,
yes.
We had don't be afraid of high intensity, we had recover more, pay more attention to recovery, and the last one was hydration.
Yes.
Yeah?
That's it.
That's perfect.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay. So if you're thinking that you're in that older category, these are the things you should be paying attention to now. And those of you who are thinking, yeah, it doesn't work for me, it's going to reach you soon. So pay attention. Okay? So this is Kathy Zawadski, Simon Ward from Boulder. We're out of here. See you, everybody.
Bye.